everybody, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021, where the Master League is it's really tough on full manual. It's really hard. The practice games I was doing before starting the Master League, it was all going very, very well. But yes, Master League is very tough. We've played 2 games away from the camera. It was actually on camera, but the file got corrupt. And that was Chelsea, where we lost 4-1, and Fulham, where we lost 2-0. And the goal for us there came from a set piece, a free kick. Milivojevic put it in. So still really yet to score from open play, other than the opening day of the season, where we played Wolves and won 2-1. But today we're taking on Norwich in the FA Cup, and we're going to do the full game, so you can see everything. And that'll be the only game of the episode today. Let me know as well in the comments, do you want me to do every single game in the Master League, or should we try and speed it up a little bit and I can play some behind closed doors as well? I feel like with full manual that it might be better to just do every single game because it's going to be quite entertaining, and we might not last in the job very long given that we're bottom of the table. But we do have a cup game against Norwich, so hopefully we'll do okay with this one. Right, this is how we're lining up. A 4-2-3-1. 73 chemistry is pretty much the highest we can get. I think if we move some things around, we can get up to 75, I think. But this is how we're going to start. A 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1, a 4-2-1-3 generally is probably better for it. And this is what we're playing. Counter-attack, long pass, centre attack in areas, maintain formation, frontline pressure, wide conservative pressuring. And then the advanced instruction, we're having centering targets to get the ball into Benteke, attacking fullback so that we can get more balls into Benteke. And then we've got Eze and Zaha listed as counter targets, although I'm actually now going to change that. And we'll have it to be Zaha and Townsend because I want to keep the width a little bit when we can attack. Generally, we're not doing too bad. I am actually just going to do one further thing, and we're going to get Cahill to mark Pookie, and we're going to get Milivojevic to mark Buendia, and we're going to try and keep it tight, to be honest. And let's see how we get on. It should be very interesting. We're back at Selhurst Park. All the mods are working correctly now. So we're back at Selhurst Park. But let's get into the full game of Crystal Palace versus Norwich City. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for an FA Cup tie in the sunshine in London. It's Crystal Palace versus Norwich City for this one. As Ruud Gullit needs a win, and he's picked a very strong lineup for this FA Cup tie against Championship-tied Norwich City. As the players walk through the team bench, it's a modded in stadium, people, so let's not judge it too much. A very strong lineup picked by both teams, to be honest. Let's get into the action and see how it unfolds. Can Crystal Palace, finally get a win and finally get another goal from open play? They have struggled this season to create chances from open play, or creating the chances isn't the problem, it's putting them away. As you can see, Norwich really aren't putting any pressure onto the Crystal Palace players at the moment when they keep the ball, which is allowing them the opportunity just to pass the ball around a little bit as that pass goes out of play. Full manual, people, full manual. We're still going. I don't want to stop full manual either. I want to get better at it, and the best way to get better is to obviously keep playing it. That's a good header. Townsend looks for Eze, but intercepted by Buendia. Also need to get back to my old style of defending. Don't need to go and press absolutely everything. Hernandez, they're playing quite wide. It might be worth changing our defensive line to make sure we defend the wide position. As Hernandez puts that cross in, that should be Eze's to bring down, and he does relatively well. Let's try and get it away. That's fine. We'll take the throw in. Now, I've got to remember as well that Palace play, to get the best team spirit, they play reasonably long ball football, so long ball passing. So that is something we need to try and build into the game, because that's what the players are going to be expecting. Is we'll flick that one on there. That's very nice indeed. Zaha, that's an awful pass. Straight into Ollie Skip, who gives it out to Hernandez. Hernandez, we can... we'll bring Sacco over to try and make a tackle. Referee says play on, as it was a foul. Hernandez fouled again. Referee says play on again. Javi Quintilla puts the ball in, and that's a good header away from Gary Cahill. Hernandez keeps it alive. Benteke's dropped a little bit deep. Hernandez tries to get past Eze. Feeds it back out wide to Javi Quintilla. Rupp finds himself in quite a lot of space. Max Aarons pushed up from right back. He's a good offensive fullback. Norwich have done well to hold on to him in this save. Van Aanholt tried to put some pressure on. Rupp finds himself in some space. Sacco tries to get in the way of it. Pukki's there and Guita dives on the loose ball. And now there could be an opportunity here for Crystal Palace to break as Joel Ward comes forward with it. He's keeping Dodo out the side today. Moved up. Townsend flicks it inside. Eze up to Benteke. Benteke shows good strength. Gets round Ben Gibson. Lays it off to Townsend. Left-footed cross. In it goes. And it's just about cleared away. And nice idea there from Crystal Palace. Up that goes. Looks for Zaha. But Zimmerman gets in the way. And Norwich are defending pretty deep at the moment. Trying to swing this across to Joel Ward. The winner flicked on. Milivojevic will have time to bring this one down. In it goes, looking for Benteke to feet, but it's cleared away. Hernandez. Back to Javi Quintilla for Norwich. All the way back to Tim Krul. And both teams are playing pretty well defensively at the moment. Benteke just lays this one off to Eze. Eze has the run of Benteke, but the pass is just overhit. And Tim Krul dives on it. As well, Joe Ward could get that one again, and he does. And Townsend flicks that on towards Benteke, but Zimmerman reads it well. Benteke being quite tightly marked in the middle by Zimmerman, it appears, as Rupp again has a lot of space on the wing. Out to Tete. Tete tries to go over the top. Van Aanholt with a lovely first touch to bring that one down. Cahill just pushes Sacco a little bit wider than he'd like to be. Tries to pass that one on to Joel Ward. Infield to Milivojevic. Eze. Townsend. And that's just that final pass letting Palace down at the moment. But they are putting some good moves together. Pukki tries to lay through Rupp, and Van Aanholt uses his strength well. And Crystal Palace look to just build from the back a little bit this time. Joel Ward back to Sacco. And it goes to MacArthur. That's a bit of a poor pass as Milivojevic gets a touch on the ball through to Pukki, and Sacco reads that one well. Eze is there, looks over the top towards Townsend. And well, it's a decent defensive header from Javi Quintilla. That's not a good clearance though. Can Zaha reach the ball? He does. Zaha in towards Benteke. Just out of reach of the big striker. And Norwich can retain possession. And go long looking for Hernandez. Joel Ward reads it well. Eze looks to try and get in behind, but Tete is there to cover. Buendia. Back to Alexandre Tete. Rupp again on this side, but again Patrick Van Aanholt, deals with him well enough, but the referee thinks he's a little bit too forceful for that one. It looked a very soft free kick. As Rupp, maybe shoulder to the face, I guess. Takes him out a little bit. But let's see what Norwich can do from this set piece. Buendia fires it in. It's actually hit the first man in the wall, and Patrick Van Aanholt is there. Looks to clear it away. It's a solid clearance, which Skip can deal with. Gibson. Buendia forces it out wide to Quintilla. Can't keep that one in play though. Half an hour gone. 0-0. No real chances of note so far. You can honestly argue Crystal Palace dominating it a little bit. Townsend into Benteke. Round the corner looking for Zaha, but just overhit, and Tim Krul comes and sweeps very well. But that's a poor throw out. Hernandez did get on the end of it. Eze up to Benteke. Good touch taken away from Zimmerman. Tried to play that in towards Townsend, and now you've got this slightly the wrong way around. We want Benteke back in the box, really. Milivojevic. Eze tried to feed that in first time again to Benteke, but it's cleared away. And Rupp will look to launch a counter-attack for Norwich, but Max Aarons just slows the play down and uses his strength well. Tete goes out wide to Rupp again, who's getting a lot of the ball for Norwich in this in these early stages. Van Aanholt with a good tackle this time. Rupp gets there first though, and he's still crowding his way out, but Eze robs him very, very well. Eze out trying to get Joel Ward forward, but Hernandez reads it. Bit of a wasted opportunity there. Oliver Skip on loan from Tottenham out to Rupp. Puts that into Pukki. Pukki tries to turn. Cahill reads it well. And Sacco is there. But again, not the most auspicious clearance. Eze reads that one well. Benteke flicks it on towards Townsend. Good bit of strength from Townsend to hold off the defender. Lays that back. Milivojevic. Eze into Benteke. On one more to Zaha. Van Aanholt comes forward. And, well, Crystal Palace do have men in the box. He flicks it in. Benteke on the volley, and it's just past the post. It's a well-worked move from Crystal Palace. That's what they need to do, get in these sorts of positions. Van Aanholt with the overlapping run. Just dinked it back towards Benteke. The left-footed volley agonisingly close from Christian Benteke, and it remains 0-0. 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's Zimmerman up to Tete. Oliver Skip out to Hernandez. Joe Ward doesn't dive in, just keeps his position. As again, the switch of play from Norwich is working well for them today. Rupp can't keep that one in though. Just went through his legs and ran out of play as Van Aanholt gets it underway very quickly. Milivojevic waiting for Joel Ward just to drop back and give an option. Back into Milivojevic. Eze tries to feed that in towards Benteke. Great strength from the big Belgian as Townsend has got Joel Ward going on an overlap. Joel Ward, in it goes towards Eze. It's headed away. And you can see Crystal Palace's game plan. Get the ball wide. Try and get those passes in towards Benteke. As Joel Ward puts this one in towards Benteke. Again, good header down, but Tim Krul makes a very good stop that one. And well, Crystal Palace are growing into this game, and it's what you like to see. Skip out to Hernandez again. Just got to make sure that we can keep it tight at the back as well. Pukki looks for turn. I think he tried to put a through ball in there. And Crystal Palace hold on. A ball over the top. Townsend may have been in there, but it's 0-0 at half time, and it is looking relatively positive for Crystal Palace. Only the 2 shots, but Ruud Gullit will be happy with that in the first half. Second half underway then. It's Norwich City getting us underway, and they've made one change. Todd Cantwell on for Hernandez. Was struggling to get into the game up against Joel Ward. Hernandez, and it looks like Cantwell's off to a very similar start as going for a long crossfield pass, but Zimmerman intercepts it well. You see Joel Ward was looking for the movement of Wilfried Zaha. Cantwell. Javi Quintilla. Rupp again. Norwich utilising that crossfield pass, but Van Aanholt has read it this time. Looks to play it in field, and it's well, Crystal Palace are making strides here, but it's a good block on the ball. Pukki picks it up. Javi Quintilla comes forward with it. Joel Ward just matches the run of Cantwell. Eze goes up the line to Townsend. Townsend just waits and gives it back to Eze. He's made a good run forward here. Eze just showed a bit too much of it to Ben Gibson though, and Norwich can get the ball back. Cantwell. Javi Quintilla again. That crossfield pass is working well for Norwich here. Buendia. Tete up against Milivojevic. A little bit late, but referee says play on. And Rupp and up against Van Aanholt. And it goes. Milivojevic gets back very well to intercept that one. And Crystal Palace look to get away again. As Van Aanholt, given acres of space to run into, feeds it in just behind Benteke. Unlucky Crystal Palace. Right idea as Rupp holds the ball up well. And again, Crystal Palace defensively have been absolutely solid today. Benteke. Lovely hold-up play and gives it off to Van Aanholt. Joel Ward just forces Milivojevic a little bit wide. So Crystal Palace keep it alive. MacArthur. Up it goes, looking towards Benteke. Just a little bit of overplaying there from Crystal Palace. As Pukki's going to make a run forward here, but Buendia is the pass that Rupp goes for. Cantwell looks to get in behind Joel Ward for the first time in today's game. Again, crossfield pass all the way out to Rupp, who's got an opportunity for a cross here. Goes back to his left foot, but again, Van Aanholt reads it well. Can't quite get a good connection on the pass. Van Aanholt, a very late tackle on Max Aarons, and that'll probably be a yellow card for the Dutchman. Yeah, very late challenge on Max Aarons, not much to argue with there. As we get on to the hour mark. And it looks like Ruud Gullit's getting his first substitute of the day ready. And it's going to be Machi Batshuayi on for Christian Benteke. So a change of strikers for the home team. Let's see if it makes a difference. Tete picks the ball up on the edge. Buendia has a shot. Tete, oh, just past the post. Not a bad effort at all. Guita was scrambling, but it did go wide in the end. So Batshuayi will offer a slightly different approach to the game potentially for Crystal Palace. Van Aanholt keeps that one in. Manages to get it up towards Wilfried Zaha. MacArthur into Eze. Eze out to Joel Ward. Still encouraged to get forward by the manager, the fullbacks. As Sacco tries to give it back to him. Not the best pass. Joel Ward does well. Managed to do very well and keep that in. Milivojevic. Out to MacArthur. Over one more to Van Aanholt. Van Aanholt just waiting for a bit of movement. MacArthur. Eze. Eze into Townsend. Townsend with a shot and it's just past the post. Andros Townsend, the best chance of the second half there. Crystal Palace working it very well. Nice bit of movement from the forwards to create a little bit of space. As Van Aanholt twisted and turned into MacArthur, into Eze. Eze, great ball into Townsend first. Just a touch onto that left foot. It was a decent effort, but didn't trouble Krul's goal. It remains 0-0. 63 minutes gone. As Gibson goes for a long pass. Zaha does get a touch to it. MacArthur goes back to Zaha. Eze tried to just flick that one on. It is going to still find its way through to Milivojevic, but the pass into Townsend was overhit as Krul clears it away. Not a good clearance though, as Zaha picks this one up. Zaha has a shot. Krul with an easy save. He slipped as he did the shot. Maybe could have pushed it a bit more in front of him there, Wilfried Zaha, but Krul makes a good save. Pukki challenged in the air by Gary Cahill. Norwich have thrown a few men forward here. Actually, quite a lot of men have gone forward for Norwich, and you could think there may be a chance for counter-attack, but Cantwell with a shot and Guita with a good save. Bowls that out to Van Aanholt. Can see the crossfield pass on for Townsend. A good first touch. Holds off the defender. Eze tried to put that one through, but Cantwell is red. Zimmerman has pushed up front now for Norwich as Pukki is a little bit isolated, but Norwich are chucking men forward for this one. Guita started to come and decided against it. Van Aanholt reads that one really well, but Rupp gets back at him. Ball in, and it's a good header away there by MacArthur. Zaha's got to put in a lot of defensive work to come back for this one. Right, MacArthur, Van Aanholt. Up to Batshuayi, good touch. Can he get away from Gibson? Looks like he can. Shot! Oh, and it's just past the post again for Crystal Palace. Batshuayi having a really good game coming on. We're going to bring on Dodo for Joel Ward as he held off Ben Gibson. Sort of got in behind. It's a shot and just past the post. Unlucky for Crystal Palace as Dodo comes on to replace Joel Ward. As Kroll plays this one short, and Ben Gibson has got a bit lucky there because it looked like MacArthur was going to get that interception. Rupp goes long looking for Pukki. Gary Cahill wins the header. Eze doesn't get there. Zimmerman, who finds himself as an auxiliary forward. Timo Pukki holds off Gary Cahill. The shot's blocked and MacArthur gets it away. Batshuayi lays it off to Eze. Eze back to Batshuayi, and Norwich could be punished here for chucking men forward. It's Michy Batshuayi. Batshuayi shoots and Tim Krul makes the save. And you really feel Crystal Palace should be 1-0 up now. Eze through to Batshuayi, and he was running through and just not taking the chances. The substitute straight at Tim Krul. It's a good save. He kept himself big. Batshuayi with a decent save. Townsend to put this delivery in over a kick attempted there. It's cleared away. Not the best. Kept alive by MacArthur. Referee, is that a foul? It's not, because MacArthur's got up and got the ball. As Townsend is trying to get in behind Tete. Back to Tim Krul. A little bit of confusion there as Sacco will come and meet this one. Batshuayi in. Townsend. Zaha's in space, but he's offside. Crystal Palace playing very well. Zaha just offside there. As Sam Byram comes on for Norwich to replace Javi Quintilla. Crystal Palace are playing some better football now. Norwich have pushed a lot of men up in the FA Cup. Batshuayi tries to dink it over the top towards Townsend. I don't think he's going to quite have the legs to get that one. No, he doesn't. Buendia goes long looking for Pukki. Gary Cahill with a good header. Eze plays the ball up, but Skip intercepts it. MacArthur. Again, a long ball up towards Timo Pukki. Gary Cahill again wins the header, and again there's a chance for a counter-attack for Crystal Palace. And Eze's still going. He's still going, Eze. Feeds it in. Townsend, can he get the shot off? No, Ben Gibson just about holds him off. And now Norwich could be in with a chance here. Good defending again from Gary Cahill, but that's a poor pass from MacArthur. And this now could give Norwich a chance as they've got a 4-on-4 situation. Cantwell up against Dodo. Tries to sort of bundle his way through into Buendia with a shot, and it's past the post. So third and final substitution for Crystal Palace. Bruno Henrique comes on to replace Andros Townsend. And no change of tactics here from Ruud Gullit. Pukki with a good bit of offensive defending there as Tete tries to feed it through to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman could be in the centre-back, but Sacco reads it well and Guaita puts his foot through it. Ben Gibson flicks that on to Sam Byram. Buendia. Cantwell. Ball through, but well, MacArthur hasn't got there. Rupp puts it back in, and Crystal Palace again get a little bit lucky. Eze up to Batshuayi. Bruno Henrique. Batshuayi onto Eze. Eze on one more to Wolf Zaha. Zaha ball in. It's blocked by Max Aarons. You feel Crystal Palace are going to rue missing these chances as well. Eze picks this one up. Tries to feed it in first time to Batshuayi, who'd made a run in behind. And the pass was off. Zimmerman. Buendia. Pukki, and Rupp has made a run onto this side. Tete comes forward with it. He's held up well as we go into 2 minutes of injury time. A goal now will surely win it. Buendia. Sacco gets it away. Batshuayi. Batshuayi still going. Bruno Henrique puts it in. Tim Krul comes out and gets there first. And Tete looks long over the top. Zimmerman flicks that one on. Sacco. Van Aanholt. It's 0-0. I think we're going to extra time. It's a very even game. Crystal Palace probably feeling a little bit unlucky they're not in the lead, wasting a few good chances. It's been a very entertaining game here at Selhurst Park as Milivojevic lays the ball back as Hugel is on to replace Pukki. That's a terrible pass from Sacco. Luckily MacArthur read the danger and dropped back. Cahill just going to go long with this one up towards Zaha. Flicks the ball on towards Eze. Eze holds the ball up. Bruno Henrique just caught a little bit on it. And again, Crystal Palace not afraid to chuck their fullbacks forward to try and support Tete. Zimmerman still finds himself as an auxiliary forward. Buendia. Van Aanholt reads it well and gets to the second ball. And again, Eze comes forward with it. He's still got the pace, the youngster. He's got Zaha making a run. This Zaha turns, gets a shot off, but can't get it away. Bruno Henrique tries to bundle his way through and Cantwell clears for a throw-in. Dodo takes it relatively quickly. Milivojevic tries to knock that down. Is caught late. Referee brings it back. Milivojevic. Well, it's going to be Eze. He's just going to swing this one into the box, you would feel, and in it goes. And Bruno Henrique challenged but couldn't get there. Eze. They're ahead of Byram. Inside and out, but it was a good tackle there, says the referee, as Hugel comes forward in towards Zimmerman. Zimmerman with the back heel back towards Hugel. Hugel to Sam Byram, who himself has pushed on quite a lot. Cantwell. Great challenge that from Sacco up towards Bruno Henrique. Infield towards Eze, but some tired legs are causing tired passes. Zimmerman wins that header. Cantwell for Norwich. Byram. Zimmerman, the centre-back. Hugel, it's a poor shot. Guaita with a good save. Not the best kick out. Milivojevic does win the flick on though. Into Bruno Henrique. First time pass isn't the best. Cantwell. Buendia. Zimmerman. This is a good move this from Norwich. Gary Cahill's got to go out and meet the ball. What a challenge from Gary Cahill that is. Gary Cahill with an absolutely superb bit of defending. Eze plays it up into Zaha. Zaha's still going. He's still got energy. Zaha feeds it through just behind Henrique again. Trying to do too much. I need to shoot. I need to shoot. Gary Cahill up well again. Great defending from the Englishman. He's had a solid game. Dodo into Eze. Eze. Zaha. Zaha gets a shot off, and again it's just past the post. Coming up to half time and extra time. What a game this has been in the FA Cup. Crystal Palace really wasting some opportunities. And well, Norwich chucking everything at Crystal Palace. Zimmerman has been up front for nearly an hour in this game as this time he wins a header. Oh, that's bouncing around. Dodo gets up well though. Eze plays that forward. Batshuayi. couldn't quite get the pass off. Dodo picks it up though, and it's half time in extra time, still 0-0. Crystal Palace just not getting those shots on target. We get an extra sub in this. If we did, I don't know what I'd do. Maybe Zaha in there. No, we don't get any more subs. No extra sub in the FA Cup this season. We're going to leave it as it is. Norwich chucking everything forward, and Crystal Palace dealing with it at the moment defensively reasonably well. It's just struggling to take their chances as Wilf Zaha tried to put that in, and our tired legs, and Max Aarons nearly gets caught. Eze picks the ball up again, and Bruno Henrique gave him a run. Zaha's given him a run on the other side as well. And Zaha's got there, gets a shot off. Is it deflected? It's not. It's a goal kick. A terrible shot from Wilfried Zaha. Ruud Gullit not too upset with it, but he was played through by Eze. Just a good run there from Bruno Henrique and Batshuayi. And yeah, just under a bit of pressure. Got underneath it. Zaha fires it over the bar. 107 minutes gone, and still no breakthrough in this game. Milivojevic flicks that one on, and well, Batshuayi to Eze. MacArthur. It's rumoured that he could be on his way out. He'll get another go at this. MacArthur flicks it on. Eze with a shot. That one's blocked as well, and Norwich are being camped out in their own half here. MacArthur. Bruno Henrique. Referee. Surely a foul, and this will give Crystal Palace a very good opportunity. Bruno Henrique did well, got his body in the way, and a sliding tackle from Ben Gibson. Can argue he got the ball. It's going to be Luka Milivojevic to take this one. Milivojevic. Can he get it up and down over the wall? Yes, he can! Luka Milivojevic may have won it for Crystal Palace. They've been knocking at the door for such a long time. And Luka Milivojevic steps up. It's well, Tim Krul was nowhere near it. A wonderful free kick. And now Crystal Palace have just got to hold on to the lead to get their first win of the season as Rupp into Tete. And Milivojevic intercepted that one well. And well, Guaita can just afford to put this one long, as look how much Norwich have pushed up, and Sam Byram hasn't read that one well. And Bruno Henrique has turned him inside out. Bruno Henrique. Oh, it's a great save from Tim Krul. Looked like it was flying in the net, that one. As now Rupp goes long, and well, Norwich again, they have to throw even more men forward now. Batshuayi can afford just to hold this up and waste some time. Up it goes. Zaha on one more. Henrique, it's bouncing around, but this will suit Crystal Palace. They just don't have to worry about taking these chances again. Milivojevic. Eze. Into Zaha. Round the corner. Batshuayi. A bit of space. And it's 2-0. And it's a goal from open play. Come on. It's 2-0. Batshuayi gets it 116 minutes in. And Ruud Gullit will have the first taste of victory as Crystal Palace manager. Luka Milivojevic into Eze, into Zaha. Lovely first touch from Batshuayi to take him away from the defender. And a wonderful finish into the top corner. And it's 2-0 Crystal Palace. Eze to Zaha. The crowd and the stanchion gets in the way a little bit. But Batshuayi, great finish across Tim Krul. And it's 2-0. Lovely stuff for Crystal Palace. And Norwich are that first goal has killed them a little bit. As Van Arnholt wins the header, and they might not be done yet. Crystal Palace. And Zaha dinked this one through, looking for Batshuayi again. It's the sort of upturn in form and morale that you feel Crystal Palace will need to push them on in the Premier League, as slightly overhit that through ball there. Milivojevic, good interception, but skips there as well. Hits it straight into Luka Milivojevic. Tries to go up towards Eze, but tired legs means the passes aren't getting where they should. MacArthur, good tracking back. Gary Cahill. Eze lets it go across his body into Bruno Henrique, who's done pretty well since coming on, to be fair. Made some good runs, and there's the full-time whistle. 2 goals in extra time. Give us our first win of the season as Crystal Palace manager. It's 2-0. First win on fully manual. 12 shots, 4 on target. Yes, Norwich are in the division below us, but you've got to enjoy when you win. You have to. You can only beat what's in front of you. After extra time, we get a 2-0 win. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. What do you think about that? The formation seemed to suit us well. Bombing on the fullbacks and putting crosses in, I think, seems to work. Early strike, enough for win. Okay, we scored in extra time. AI, you might want to consider that. But a win where James MacArthur picked up an injury and we got an offer from Klein as well. I've got lots of offers to go through. I'll do all of the admin off camera and do lots of try and get some new contracts and stuff sorted as well. See if we can get people to take some wage cuts. But next up will be West Ham. So let me know down below. Do you want to see every game of this season, Fuma, as an episode? We'll go back to doing 2 episodes as well, 2 games an episode. There won't always be big ones like that, but we did get the win, which is impressive. Or do you want me to play some games offline and progress the Master League through a little bit like I did with the old Master Leagues? Let me know down below. But we get our first win in Master League. It feels amazing, and we scored from open play as well when, yeah, Norwich pushed up loads of players, but we created the chances, which is great. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like. Hit that like target of 30 likes again, and there'll be another video hopefully tomorrow, maybe the day after, because I'm actually a little bit busy over this next week. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.